What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. So yesterday I was going through all 190 of my episodes, and I've realized I've never done fragrances that were best suited for the office. But now that I'm working in an office again, I think it's time for me to do one. In today's episode, I'm going to be going over my top 10 office safe fragrances. Join me. Yeah, let's go to work together. Let's talk about these 9 to 5 bangers that I enjoy rocking to the office. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and welcome back to My Two Cents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. Before we get into these 9 to 5 bangers, I just want to give a quick shout out to the fragrance family, man. You guys are freaking phenomenal. Thank you so much for all the continued love and support. I love each and every one of you. If you are new to this channel and you like talking about all things related to fragrance, then I would like to invite you to join this beautiful fragrance family. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know when I'm posting new content, doing giveaways, so on and so forth. Throw me up some of those likes, guys, because it helps my algorithm, helps me get my 2 cents out there. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below, because I look forward to getting to know you. It's been 2 long years since I was in an office setting, and I'm actually excited to be back in an office. And now that I'm back in an office, I've got to be a little bit careful with my fragrances. So all these fragrances that we're going to be going over today are just completely office safe. They're not per season. They're not meant for the fall, spring, summer, winter. But they're all great for a nice climate-controlled situation, such as an office. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into, yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in this Saturday, with, as you know, I don't really do rank lists, so this isn't gonna be a rank list. But I do have some cheap fragrances in here. I have some high-quality fragrances that are also cheap, and then I also have some niche. But to start things out, we're gonna go with an indie house, Authenticity Perfumes, and this is gonna be Fresh Boss. Well, I mean, the name pretty much says it right there. It's a fresh boss type of fragrance. This starts out with some really awesome citrus and spices, and it's really nicely blended. Quickly after the initial spray, some lavender starts popping its head out. You're gonna start getting some greens, and when it fully dries down, you're gonna get this really nice creamy sandalwood. This is an awesome fragrance for the price that you can get it at. They're still doing a sale for a 60 ml. I think it's $38.95. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go check them out. For the price, Authenticity Perfumes makes fantastic fragrance. Even when they're not on sale, still extremely reasonably priced. I think they're like 60 bucks. And this lasts longer than your 9 to 5 shift. This lasts me a good 10 plus hours. This is an awesome fragrance. It's nice and masculine, and it's also a great office safe fragrance because it's inoffensive. It works great in a climate controlled situation. You rock this bad boy with confidence, you'll start out as a little guy and work your way up to becoming a fresh boss. All right, this next one is a new discovery to me to 2021, but this fragrance has been out for a long time. It comes from the House of Divine, and it's L'Homme Sage. Wise man. I was definitely a wise man for picking this fragrance up. It is so stinking good. Again, a nice long-lasting fragrance. This is a good 9 to 5 fragrance. It'll definitely get you through your workday. You get this really interesting note of lychee and saffron right up top. You also get some citruses, but I really pick up that really nice lychee, nice fruitiness with that nice spicy and semi-sweet saffron. Further into the heart, you get some nice fir and some nice woods. Further as it dries down, you get some like slightly smoky incense, but it adds a nice spiciness to it. And in the full dry down, you get some nice resinous, sweet, ambery goodness. Phenomenal fragrance. Definitely niche quality. Definitely a beautiful niche brand. The only place I believe you can find these at are Lucky Scent. Again, I'll leave it in the description below. You want to be one of the best smelling men in the office? Check out Divine L'Homme Sage. This next one, the original one, was my favorite. And it came out in the 80s, but this is the reformulated 2011 version. And it's Trussardi Uomo. This does not get as much credit as it used to, but again, I will say the 80s version was a lot better, but was also a lot heavier. This is a lot lighter. You get some citrus and nutmeg right up top, so you get a little bit of like a spiciness, but not too much. Violet comes in, and it kind of gives it a little bit of that benzene petrol feel, but not too much. It just adds a little bit of like an aromatic wateriness to it. And then further down the line, you get some clary sage, some leather, and patchouli. There's also some woodiness in there and some oak moss, but I don't get as much of the oak moss, especially not in this one compared to the original. But this is a cheap fragrance. You can definitely find this at discounters. I picked this up at Marshall's for like $29.99. I get good 6 hours out of this. But again, I spray on my clothes, so I get a little bit more oomph behind it. 100% office safe. This is also a great signature scent, so that you can wear this at any time of the year. If you're looking for an affordable way to smell great at the office, check out Trussardi Uomo 2011. Or if you can find a 1980s batch, definitely pick that up because it's phenomenal. Next up comes from an indie niche house, or I'm just going to call it a niche house, and it's Argos Pour Homme. Man, I freaking love Argos. Argos makes some incredible fragrances, and Pour Homme is one of those. The Pour Homme doesn't come in bottles like this, I believe, anymore. They're going to come in bottles that look more like this, but they say Pour Homme on it. This is an older bottle, but man, I freaking love this fragrance. Really nice citrus up top with a really nice gin accord, and you get a little bit of pininess in there, so it's a nice piney gin. This is going to be more like your top shelf gin, like Hendrick's, not your well gins. Like, this is not your $6 happy hour gin. You also get lavender, jasmine, some woody notes, some green notes, and then, of course, some nice sweet amber. This is a beautiful fragrance. So this isn't a loud fragrance. This is more of just kind of wafts around you. You get about a foot, maybe a foot and a half of projection, but that's what makes it perfect for the office. It brings people closer to you. When you walk by them, they're going to be like, hey, man, you smell good. Because you do, because Argos Pour Homme smells phenomenal. It kind of reminds me of Cree's Royal Mayfair, except younger. I'm not saying that leans young. Royal Mayfair is definitely a very old school style fragrance. This is kind of like that, but blended to be more modern and a little bit more versatile across the age range. I get a good 7 hours out of this, so it almost makes it through my workday. Again, I spray on my clothes, so I get that extra hour or so of longevity. If you're looking for a new, unique signature scent or office fragrance, definitely check out Argos Pour Homme. I used to wear the original of this back in the day when I actually had another office job. But now I'm going to be rocking the new one, the 2017 version. It's Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Toilette. I love this fragrance because it has this really nice fruity pear and pineapple right up top. You also get some just sweet cardamom, not a lot of spiciness, and then this beautiful iris. And the iris isn't like super powdery. It's a little bit more waxy and aromatic and sweet. And then you get this really nice lavender. And the lavender and iris are blended beautifully together, like beautifully. They're like yin and yang in this. Full dry down, you get some leather and vanilla. So you get a little bit of those leathery tones mixed in with some really nice sweet vanilla. Not overly sweet, just blended very well. Doesn't get talked about a lot, but Givenchy Gentleman Toilette is phenomenal. It's a fantastic fragrance. Again, something you want to keep at the office because it only lasts about 6-7 hours. Not only great for the office, but also great signature scent and also great for happy hour. So keep this in your desk. When you get done with work, spray it back on. Go have some drinks with your coworkers. Check out Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Toilette. So everybody likes Prada L'Homme for the office. I do too. I was gonna add it into this list. I was like, no, you know what? I've really been digging something that's kind of like that, but spicy and has this really nice incense and myrrh. It's Rogue Ishtar. Okay. This is nice and soapy from the very beginning, from the get-go. But it also has that really nice spicy incense. And then the myrrh starts coming in, so it adds this nice resonance and balsamicness to it. Then you get some juniper, and the juniper just adds some green facets. And then the lily of the valley continues the nice soapiness, and then you get some sandalwood to add some creaminess. So this is soapy, spicy, and creamy. Imagine Prada L'Homme, but with spices. Instead of iris, you get lily of the valley. And the lily of the valley is a beautiful white floral. This one will get you through your 9 to 5, though the projection on it is only for the first couple hours and then sits nice and close to the skin. But you'll get wafts of it throughout the day. When you're walking past coworkers, they'll get wafts of it throughout the day. If you like Prada L'Homme, you want to up your game up just a little bit, check out Rogue Ishtar. This next one was created by one of my favorite perfumers, Alberto Morillas. And it's Acqua Essenziale Colonia from Salvatore Ferragamo. That is a mouthful, let me tell you what. But, oh man, citrus, bergamot, lime, watery notes. You're gonna get this beautiful blend of lavender and clary sage. Then as it further dries out, you get musk and tonka bean. So this thing is just a beautiful aromatic fougere. Yeah, probably would work better if you're outdoors in the spring and summer, but if you were in a climate controlled office, this is a banger. Again, something you might want to keep in your desk. The price that you can get this at, it's stinking cheap. It is stinking cheap. You can find it at your rack stores. You can also find it at discounters for a really good price. If you see this at the rack store, see it at discounters, definitely worth a whiff and sniff. Check out Acqua Essenziale Colonia. This next one comes from the house of Parfums de Marly, and it's Shagya. Oh my God. First of all, I bought this fragrance 4 years ago after watching the review from Cuban No. I thought he was crazy, but then I could see his nuts. First of all, the name, awesome. Shagya. Need I say more? This is an awesome aromatic, citrusy, spicy, oody, woody, ambery composition. Starts out with this really nice lime and pink pepper. And it's nice and spicy, nice and citrusy. Then you get into the heart and you get this really nice oud. But it's not an animalic, barnyardy, cheesy oud whatsoever. There's a touch of animality, just a touch, not a whole lot at all. So don't let that scare you. It's more of just this really nice, rich, damp woodiness. And then that cedar comes in and balances everything out. And then in the full dry down, you get this really nice musks and papyrus. And the papyrus gives it kind of a spicy leatheriness. It's an awesome fragrance. I just picked this back up because I ran through my bottle probably a year or two ago. Kind of forgot about it. Found it at FragranceBuy.ca for 150 bucks. Completely worth it. Long lasting. This will make it through your 8-hour shift, plus some probably get you through happy hour. You'll definitely set yourself apart at the office because nobody ever talks about this, but I am, and so should you. This next one comes from Tom Ford and it's Beau de Jour. Need I say much about this fragrance? It's so good. It is freaking amazing. The lavender extract that they use in this fragrance is phenomenal. Then you get more lavender. So this is, again, a calming, stress relieving fragrance because of that lavender in it. You also get some rosemary, some basil, a little bit of mintiness, and you get some geranium as well. That just kind of helps that mint and brightens it up a little bit. Also patchouli and amber, and the patchouli in this just adds some sweetness and some greenness to it. And that amber is nice and resinous and just adds a nice creamy sweetness to it as well. This is one of my favorites from the house of Tom Ford. You gotta rock this with confidence because this is a confident fragrance. But if you do, you'll definitely catch the attention of your coworkers. So definitely check out Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. This last one on my list is one of my favorites that I am gonna be rocking to the office a lot. And it comes from Zaharoff and it's Business Over Pleasure. Ross over at TLTG Reviews and Claude Durr did a phenomenal job with this fragrance. This is the fragrance I wore when I got my promotion, when I got my new job title. So that created an amazing scent memory. So every time I wear this to the office, it helps me remember, stay strong, be bold, and work hard. This is not the largest projecting fragrance. It's not the longest lasting fragrance, but it's one of those fragrances that just smells downright stinking good. Bergamot and Sichuan pepper up top. Add this nice citrus and bunch of spices right off the bat. Iris in it comes in very shortly after, and it just adds a nice kind of slight powderiness to it and this beautiful sweet aromatic touch. Then you're gonna get some ginger and it's nice and juicy and just adds more of a spicy character to it. Palo Santo wood, it's relaxing, it's soothing. When it dries down, it becomes exactly what the fragrance is called, business over pleasure. You spray this on, you go to work. When it fully dries down, it's time for pleasure. This is gonna sell out soon, just so you know. But it's a beautiful fragrance. It is an awesome office fragrance, and it's going to be one that I wear to the office a lot. In fact, this is going to the office with me on Monday. If you like citrus, aromatic, spicy, woody fragrances, definitely check out Business Over Pleasure. Get while the getting's good, because it's not going to last forever. So check it out. Bop. I love calling it Bop. I'm just going to call it Bop. So that's it, guys. If you work in an office setting, let me know what some of your favorite fragrances to rock to the office are. Do you rock any of the ones that I mentioned today? And if you've got any new ones that you want me to get my nose on, let me know in the comments below. You know I love picking up new fragrances. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails. Have you guys seen my stapler? Stapler?